The Sunni follow the Sunnah or path of Muhammad, and the Sunnis will tell you Muhammad's family is just another human like the rest of us. However, the Shiites, really the Shi'ite Ali, the sect of Ali, claim that Muhammad's bloodline and genealogy are very important, and so we can say the descendants of Muhammad are considered imams or guides for people. So the Sunni follow the Quran strictly, and the Shiites follow their imams, which we won't see in the Sunni world. In essence, Sunni Islam is a bit like Calvinist Protestantism, and the Shiites are a little more like Catholics with specially ordained people as clergy. Umayyad family, who killed Ali. In fact, Muawiyah, I understand, asked his men to bring Hussein back intact. Instead, they brought his head back in a box, and that's not a good thing to do if it's the grandson of the Prophet. And the Umayyad family then was connected to the original Kaaba shrine temple complex before Muhammad's time as well. So if we're looking then again at the origins of the Shiites, we find it in the assassination of Ali, in Karbala and his two children, Hassan and Hussein. And Shiites will reenact the martyrdom of Ali, ritually even flogging themselves sometimes. Sunnis will never do this and will not revere again any human over another human, except perhaps for the prophets. But even these prophets are strictly human, and there's no idea that someone like Jesus died for one's sins. Muslims don't believe that. And so the Shiites trace the lineage of Muhammad through Fatima, his daughter, depicted here in a kosher way, if you will. And in Iran, if one sees someone with a black turban, it's a bit, well, it's declaring that you're a descendant of Muhammad himself. So it's a bit like Starbelly Sneetches. The Sunnis have none upon theirs. And as well then, the Shiites have these Imam, the guides, and Ayatollahs, guardians of God. And these run modern Iran today. And we'll note among many sects of Shiites, the 12 are Shiites, see the first 12 Imam, descendants again of Muhammad, and see the 13th as having never died. If we note on this slide, there's no death date for the 13th Imam, because he's thought to be still alive and living in the mountains somewhere in the neighborhood of Persia. When Ayatollah Khomeini came to power, he made clear that he was not the hidden Imam, and the end times were not necessarily here. The Shiites will tell you the Mahdi comes with Jesus to establish the final peaceful world order. But as Sunnis will tell you, Ali himself said, you know, there are two mistakes to make with him: loving him too much and despising him too much. He was apparently a very charismatic military leader, very clever, an able tactician like Muhammad. Muhammad, remember, was a legislator, a poet, a prophet, and Jesus had to do none of those things. Muslims will tell you no one can live a life as holy as Jesus, but El Amin, the honest one, Muhammad, has a life that can be emulated.